right. I learned about it, I don't know, just because I was curious. With some of the lectures they had, I know they had Jacques Barzon one time, and I came to hear him, and I found out about all the classes that they had and things like that. And as I said, Jack Jackson was in charge then, and so I just came for things that interested me. And then Sam Stahl, who is and was my rabbi at Temple Bethel, and I had been very active there, he suggested that I get involved with the board, and which was a wonderful idea. So I did. And Sandy, uh, bless her soul, got me involved. And then, of course, not only Sandy Nicholson, but Kelly, Reverend Kelly. And they took me to lunch one day and said, "How would you like to be president of the board?" And I said, "But I'm not even a member of your congregation." So anyway, we laughed about that. And it's just been a wonderful experience for me. I've met a lot of absolutely fantastic people, not only congregants here, but throughout the city, different faiths. And it's been a wonderful experience to learn about other faiths and faith traditions and rituals, and to sometimes explain my own. I've given a couple of workshops here. I gave one on the book of Ruth in the Bible, and then I gave another one on ethical wills, which are a tradition in Judaism, going back lots of decades, centuries, where you leave not physical or anything. You just leave your values, and it's a process of writing down what's important to you and what you'd like to give to your children and your grandchildren, how you'd like them to live their lives, what's important to you, what's important about being a human being, and living in this world with other human beings. And we are all, what we say is B'Tselem Elohim, which is Hebrew for made in the image of God. So we are all, in that sense, a part of God and each other. And if we can learn to understand that and to behave in a way that validates that, then I think we've done a good job as human beings, whether we're Christian or Muslim or Jewish or Sikh or whatever, you know. So this has been a really special experience for me.
Well, you went through what your roles have been. You were president of the board for a time. Is there any memorable story or something that happened, or a class, or even just any story or memory that you have that sticks out?
Well, there are two things. I'll say
Here,
this.
I'll move this just a bit closer to you,
Okay.
just so it gets you.
Lou Williams, who I've served on committees with, and is a congregant here, she said dialogue is a spiritual practice, and I've always thought of that as really an important sort of synopsis of what soul is about. And if you really want to know what touched me the most, when I got to participate in Dawn's investiture as the pastor here,
Yeah.
and that I got to share that with her meant the world to me. I really respect her a great deal. She's a real gift, not only to UPC, but to the whole city. And that meant a lot to me, that I could participate with her and share that really joyous experience. So, that really meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I call her the Reverend Doctor.
right, exactly. She is the Reverend
Just like
Doctor.
Martin
Right,
Luther King was the
Right.
Reverend Doctor.
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's true.
Um, yeah, oh yeah, that her or is it ordination? Is that what it is? But let's see. Oh well, what the past, present, and future of Soul Center. What inspires you about it? And you kind of did go into that a little bit, but bringing all these religious and
Right.
people together in dialogue. But maybe just make what inspires you the most about the Soul Center, I guess. Just kind of restate that, or
Yeah. Well, just that we could come together, all of us, no matter what our beliefs were, even people who don't believe in anything, but who really were, committed to dialogue, committed to getting to know other people in our community. And that's so important, I think, that we live in community and we thrive in community. And when we don't have that, we don't have very much. We need community. And in the broad sense, that's what this represents to me. I just think that, as I said, I've met so many different people and learned so much from many people. And that's what it means to me. And I'm glad not only that I was active on the board, I'm off the board now, but I still take classes. I may give another class next year. I still am involved, and I'm in touch with Dawn all the time just to talk, because she's become a very good friend. And so this is a very nourishing place. That's what I can say. So,
and this is for the 20th anniversary of
Right.
Soul. But what do you think about the next 20 years of the Soul Center?
well, I hope it keeps going, and that we go ahead and not only do what we've been doing, but maybe even expand. I think that with the city has started an office of, not religious, but they have an office that is in touch with a lot of churches and synagogues and all kinds of things. So I'm thinking that maybe we can really expand on what's going on here, that there can be maybe a week-long series throughout the city, and that the Soul Center can help to lead the way to have that develop and provide the man and woman power to get it done, and I think that, for example, I have a child who lives up in Cleveland. They have a wonderful kindness week, and they celebrate kindness, not necessarily religious kindness, but kindness, and they recognize people who do things like that, who are outstanding in bringing people together, which is what I've been talking to you about. So I don't see why we can't do that here. God knows we need lots of kindness in this world, and we really have a lot more that brings us together, that unites us, than we have that separates us. I mean, we have different opinions about a lot of things, but when it comes right down to the bottom of things, as I said, we're all humans who were created, and if you believe in God, in God's image. And that is our most unifying characteristic. And if we can emphasize that, then I think we're in much better shape as not only a community, but as a nation. And I hope we can do that.